had 5 pupils.
Hey guys, it's Jason. Welcome back to Martial Arts Theater 3000 and the Venom Mob Countdown. Thanks to everyone for all the support along the way. This has just been truly a great time doing this list, and hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. And if you could hit the like button on this video, it will definitely help the channel. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. Coming in at number 2, we have Masked Avengers. This is an incredible movie. I've loved it since I first saw it in, I think it was 1986, and it is a 1981 Chang-Chi classic. Now this film really reminds me of 5 Venoms in a lot of ways. It has that horror element slightly. Well, actually, I believe this one has a lot more horror leanings than 5 Venoms. But they both have the mystery to it all, and it's just a wild ride throughout. The Masked Avengers refers to this cult, basically, that takes out contracts and just goes on a murderous spree, just killing people in this small town. And it eventually gets to this group of kung fu fighters, and they're getting slaughtered one by one. Chang Sheng is the leader of this kung fu clan, and it is one of his most serious and great roles on this entire list. In this masked, murderous cult have 3 leaders, and they wear golden masks, and all the underlings, the majority of the group, they have these gray masks. And the fact that the leaders have the gold masks on at all times when they're doing anything with this cult, they are unaware of the other leaders' identities, and this is a major part of the plot. So Chang Sheng and Chu Ko and the clan, they go to this small town where they believe might be the base for the Masked Avengers, and that's where they start talking to Lu Fang and Wang Li, who are powerful men that live in this small town. They invite Lu Fang to this inn, and they're trying to find out by talking to him if he could possibly be the leader of this masked gang. Now in this inn, Guok Choi is the cook, and he's always in the background, eavesdropping, and Lu Fang kind of recognizes him and has a couple small run-ins with him, and Guok Choi is just playing it off and just in the background saying, "I'm a cook." But no matter what is going on with the Chang Sheng and the good guys trying to find out who the leaders are, Guok Choi is always on the peripheral listening in. And because of this, Chu Ko is very suspicious of Guok Choi and is getting fed up with him always hanging around while they're trying to interview the different potential masked leaders. And this tension here leads to Chin Soo Ho. In a great performance, he becomes friends with Guok Choi. And I have to say, when talking about this masked gang, they are just pure evil. I mean, it is brutal, and it really just sets this horror tone to it that you don't quite get that chilling aspect to a lot of these Venoms films that you have here. And the weapon of choice for the masked gang is the Trident. And I think that that weapon is the centerpiece of this film. The mask and the Trident, it just, when you think of Masked Avengers, that's what comes to mind. And I have to say, the design of the Trident they have in this movie is probably my favorite weapon in any kung fu movie, bar none. And like I said, that tension with Chin Soo Ho, Chu Ko, and Guok Choi goes on for a while, and the dialogue between Chin Soo Ho and Guok Choi makes me feel that this is Guok Choi's best role. I think his best performance acting-wise is probably 5 Venoms, but this one, the role and his acting, he is just in that dark, mysterious mode, and he just absolutely nails it. So for the plot and acting on this one, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. Not only are the scenes with Chin Soo Ho as he's trying to figure out Guok Choi's past just awesome to watch, there's a lot of great performances along the way. Chang Sheng is in a very stoic role, kind of like he is earlier on in Crippled Avengers. But it's the creepiness and the sense of foreboding that gives this movie a different feeling than all the other Venoms films. For the action on this one, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. It's very plot heavy in the beginning of the film, but once it starts cooking, wow, these fights, I mean, Chin Soo Ho has some of his best fight scenes in this one. But what this film is usually known for, and what definitely steals the show, is the finale. This list, I mean, I think I've said the word finale like 100 times, but this one is the best in my opinion. They are deep down in the masked gang's lair. It's been building up and building up the whole movie. You finally get the reveal who the 3 chiefs are of the masked clan. And it just all explodes in a 10-minute plus fight scene that is just jaw-dropping. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check out this film, and the final fight just blows me away to this day. So the great plot, the mystery to it all, the horror aspect to this film, which makes it stick out and feels like an outlier compared to the other Venoms films. All of that coupled with my favorite Venoms finale and probably my favorite weapons fight scene of all time as well. When you add all that together, that's why I have this one up at number 2. So for ways to watch on this one, you can check it out on Amazon Prime Video for $1.99. It's on Google Play for the same price. But the way I would recommend to watch this would be to grab the 88 Films Blu-ray. It's from their 88 Asia Collection series, and I think it's out of print now, but you could probably find it on eBay. It's just a great celestial restoration as always, and it being on Blu-ray, it looks a lot better than the old DVD. But if you're in America or not in Europe, you're going to have to get that region-free player because it's Region B. Alright guys, that's Masked Avengers coming in at number 2. And next up, of course, is the number 1 Venoms film of all time, in my opinion. Hope you guys have been enjoying this list so far, and I'll catch you in the next one.